Close your eyes for 1 second. Picture this.
A man is lying on the ground, bleeding. His clothes are torn, his body is bruised. Around him, a crowd of hundreds screaming, throwing stones, spitting, laughing. And who is this man they are attacking so violently? He is their prophet, their warner, the one who came to save them. The crowd is wild. One man grabs a stone and throws it hard. Another kicks dust in his face. A woman in the crowd points and screams,
"Get out of our streets! We do not want you here! You are bringing shame to our city!"
A young man at the back shouts,
"Hey everybody, yeah! Come see the madman who thinks he talks to God! Come laugh at him!"
More people gather, more stones fly, more laughter fills the air. He slowly opens his eyes. His followers rush to him. They lift him up, carry him home, clean his wounds.
One of his followers, the Faso, with tears in his eyes and whispers,
"Teacher, please, rest. You do not have to go back out there tomorrow. Look at what they have done to you."
The man looks up, bruised face, tired eyes, but a steady, unbreakable voice. And he says,
"Tomorrow, I will go back out, because they need to hear the truth, even if they hate it, even if it kills me."
And the very next morning, he walks back out, into the same street, to the same people, and starts calling them again. This is not a war fought with swords. This is a war fought with words, with faith, with patience. And it is the longest war in all of human history. 950 years of battle. Every morning, a new fight. Every night, a new wound. And not one single day of surrender. But that is not even the most incredible part of this story. The most incredible part? While this war was raging, while the whole world was against him, this man was also building something massive, something that his enemies laughed at every single day. A ship. Not near a sea, not near a river, right in the middle of the land. Hammering wood day after day while people pointed and mocked and screamed. A group of men walking past stops and stares. One of them bursts out laughing and shouts, "Oh, Nuh, are you building a ship on land? Where is your ocean, old man? Did Allah forget to send you the water too?" The whole crowd erupted. Another man cups his hands and yells from across the street, "Maybe he is going to sail it through the desert. Ha! The prophet of the sand sea." They fell over each other laughing. It was the biggest joke in the city. Nuh said nothing. He just kept hammering. They laughed at that ship for years. They thought it was the funniest thing they had ever seen. Until the day the rain began. Until the day the water rose so fast, so high, that mountains disappeared beneath it. Until the day those same laughing men were screaming, desperately climbing trees, rooftops, hills, as the water swallowed everything around them. Until the day that same ship, that laughed at, mocked, crazy ship, was the only thing left floating on the face of the entire earth. And every single person who had laughed was gone. This is the story of Prophet Nuh, the man who fought alone, the man who built what no one believed in, the man whose patience shook the entire world. Let us begin.
To understand Nuh, we first need to understand the world he was born into. Long, long ago, thousands and thousands of years before you and me, there was a time when the people of the world had completely forgotten Allah. It had not always been like this. There was a time when people were good, when they worshipped only Allah, when they lived in peace and remembered their Creator every single day. But slowly, things changed. It started with statues, just statues. The people had some great and righteous men among them, wise leaders,
good teachers, men who reminded everyone about Allah. And when those men died, the people were so sad, so heartbroken, that they made statues of them, just to remember them. Shaitan, the devil, saw this, and he smiled. He whispered to one generation, "These statues will help you remember the righteous ones." Then he whispered to the next generation, "Your fathers used to pray near these statues." Then he whispered to the generation after that, "These statues can hear you, they can help you, worship them." And just like that, step by step, whisper by whisper, the people fell into the darkest trap of all.
Shirk, worshipping something other than Allah.
They had 5 main idols. Each one had a name: Wad, Suwa, Yahuth, Yauk, Nasr. Big carved statues that stood tall in their city, in their homes, in their hearts. Their world was full of noise, music, and false gods, but it was completely empty of truth. It was in this world that Allah chose a man who would carry the weight of an entire nation on his shoulders. That man was Nuh. One day, the revelation came. Allah spoke to Nuh. "O Nuh, go to your people, warn them before a painful punishment reaches them." Nuh felt the weight of those words. He looked around at his people, his neighbors, his friends, his own family members who were lost in this darkness. He took a deep breath and he walked out.
He stood in the marketplace where everyone gathered, and he raised his voice.
O my people, I am a clear warner to you. Worship God alone. Fear him and obey me. He will forgive your sins and protect you. But the time is coming. Do not ignore this warning.
People stopped. They looked. Some were curious, some were confused. A young man at the front whispered to his friend, "Young man,
Who is this? What is he saying? Worship one God? What about Wad? What about Yaguth? Our fathers worship them. Are we just gonna throw all that away?
He sounds crazy to me. Let us just walk away.
But then the laughter started. First, just a few chuckling, then more. Then the rich men, the leaders, the chiefs of the city stepped forward with their long robes and proud faces, and they spoke with cold, sharp words. The chiefs.
O Nuh, we see you as nothing but a man like us. The only ones following you? Just the poor people, the beggars, the workers. You think we, the great ones, the noble ones, would lower ourselves to sit with them? You are a liar. You are just a man who wants power.
Yes! He just wants to be our king! Do not fall for it!
Our fathers and grandfathers worshiped these idols and they were fine. Who are you to tell us they were wrong?
Nuh did not flinch. He did not look down. He looked them directly in the eyes and replied calmly,
I stand on clear proof from my Lord. I am not asking you for money. My reward is only from Allah. You are a people who do not know.
The chiefs looked at each other. Then they laughed harder than before. But Nuh walked back home, and he kept going. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Months became years. And the fight, the spiritual battle, continued every single day. Nuh would go out in the morning and call people. He would stay up at night and call people in secret. He would speak to them one by one. He would gather crowds and speak publicly. He tried every single method he could think of.
He told Allah about his efforts in words that still make our hearts heavy today. Nuh,
O my Lord, I have called my people by night and by day, but my calling only made them run further away. They put their fingers in their ears, they covered themselves with their clothes, they stayed stubborn.
Can you imagine? A father calling his children to come home, and instead of coming, they cover their ears, close their eyes, and walk the other way.
A mother would grab her child and pull him away, saying,
Do not listen to that man. He is dangerous. He wants to ruin our religion, our traditions, everything our ancestors built.
If I ever see you talking to that Nuh or his followers, Nay, I will throw you out of this house. You hear me? Stay away from him.
Yes, Father.
It was not just arguments. The people became violent. There are narrations that say the people would physically attack Nuh. They would beat him until he fell unconscious. His close followers would carry him home. He would recover, and the very next morning he would walk back out and call them again. One day, a group of men cornered him in the street. Their faces were red with anger. Their fists were tight. The leader of the group stepped forward and jabbed his finger at Nuh's chest.
We have had enough of you. Every single day here doing the same thing. Worship Allah. Fear punishment. We are sick of it. You are disturbing our peace. You are confusing our children. You are insulting our gods.
Another man shoved Nuh from behind. Another attacker. Our grandfathers worshipped Wad and Yaguf, and they lived great lives.
Who do you think you are to say they were wrong? You disrespect our dead.
The mockers. O Nuh, you have argued with us too much. You have gone on and on for too long. Bring this punishment you keep threatening us with if you are really telling the truth. Show us, where is your flood? Where is your God's punishment? We see nothing.
Only Allah will bring it if He wills, and you cannot escape. And my advice will not benefit you yet. If I wanted to advise you, if Allah wants to leave you astray, He is your Lord, and to Him you will return.
They spat on the ground and walked away.
The battle of words continued, year after year after year.
But something even more painful was happening, something that cut deeper than any stone ever could.
The hardest battles are not the ones fought with strangers. They're the ones fought at your own dinner table.
Nuh had a son, a grown son, and this son, despite having a prophet for a father, had chosen the other side.
He walked with the mockers. He laughed with them. He rejected the message of his own father. One evening, Nuh sat with his son and looked at him with soft, aching eyes. Nuh,
My son, I am your father, Al-Ango, and I love you more than words can say.
I am begging you, leave these people and their false gods. Come with me. Come to the truth.
Father, everyone I know thinks you are wrong. All the chiefs, all the smart men.
Nuh's heart broke a little more that night.
And then there was Nuh's wife, the woman who shared his home, his table, his life. She too had turned away from the truth.
she would whisper to neighbors behind his back.
Do not take him seriously. He is just confused.
I know. I completely understand.
And to people at the market, she would say,
Yes, he is harmless.
Just
old thoughts. Pay no attention.
Think about that for a moment. You go out and face a whole nation that hates you, then you come back home, and even there, the warmth is gone.
The very people who should be your shelter are part of the storm.
Yet Nuh never stopped. He carried this heartbreak quietly.
Good morning.
And he kept calling.
May I share some truth?
The years piled up. Decade after decade, the number 950 years is mentioned in the Quran itself. Almost 1,000 years of calling, almost 1,000 years of rejection. And after all that, how many people believed? Scholars say the number was small, very small. Some say 80 people, others say even fewer. In almost 1,000 years of effort, just a handful of believers. A lesser man would have broken, would have given up, would have asked, what is the point? But Nuh was not a lesser man.
He turned to Allah with the most heartfelt prayer.
O my Lord, I am overpowered. Help me.
4 simple words, but mountains of pain behind them. And Allah heard every single word. Then came the most unexpected thing. Allah revealed to Nuh a new command, and it was not what anyone expected. Allah, and construct the ship under our eyes and our inspiration, and do not speak to me about those who have wronged. They are to be drowned. Build a ship. Nuh must have paused. A ship? Here? In the middle of the land? Far from the sea? But he did not question. He obeyed. He picked up his tools, he gathered his small group of believers, and he started building. The ship grew slowly but surely, massive, tall, made of strong planks, and as it grew bigger, so did the entertainment for the people. Now every day was a show. People would walk over just to watch and mock. A chief strolled past one afternoon with his friends, saw the half-built ship, and stopped. He looked at it. He looked at Nuh. Then he shook his head slowly and said with a smirk,
"Oh no, first you said you were a prophet. First you said, then you became a preacher nobody listened to. And now you are a carpenter? Look at him, still hammering away at that boat. What a fool. He'll be here forever."
His friends burst out laughing. One of them called out, "Ha!
Look at the carpenter prophet!" "Oh no! Where is your sea, old man? Are you going to sail on sand?"
A little boy in the crowd pulled his mother's sleeve and pointed.
"Mama, why is that old man building a boat here? There is no water."
Because he is crazy, my child. Now come, let us go. Do not stare at the madman.
Someone else threw a piece of rotten fruit at the side of the ship and shouted,
"Hey Noah, when the flood comes, save a seat for me." "Ha! What flood here? There has never been a flood here in our whole lives."
They pointed. They laughed. They made fun of him every single day.
And Nuh, still calm, still focused, still hammering, turned to them and replied,
"If you laugh at us today, we will laugh at you just as you laugh at us.
We will laugh at you just as you laugh at us. And you will know very soon
who will face the humiliating punishment, and upon whom the everlasting punishment will fall."
The mockers went quiet for a second. Then one of them waved his hand dismissively.
"Spare us your threats, old man. Just keep building your boat in the desert. We will be here watching."
The hammering continued. Day by day, the ship grew bigger and bigger, and still the people laughed. Then one day, the sign came. Allah told Nuh, "Allah, when our command comes and the oven gushes forth water, take on board 2 of every kind of animal, a pair each, and your family, except those against whom the word has already been passed, and do not speak to me about those who have done wrong. They are to be drowned." An oven gushing water, this was the sign. The moment it happened, Nuh would know the time had come. And then it happened. Water began to bubble up from the earth, from the ground, from cracks in the floor, from everywhere. And the sky changed. Clouds gathered, dark, heavy, angry clouds, unlike anything anyone had ever seen. They rolled in from every direction. They swallowed the blue sky completely. The sun disappeared. Everything went gray. And then the rain began. Not normal rain, not a shower, not even a heavy storm. The Quran describes it as the gates of heaven being opened, water pouring down like waterfalls from the sky, and at the same time the ground itself cracking open, gushing water from below. People panicked. A man ran out of his house and looked up at the sky in disbelief. Panicked man.
"Oh, what is happening? I have never seen clouds like this. Where
Where did this come from?
His neighbor grabbed his arm.
It is just a storm. Come inside. It will pass.
But it did not pass. It got worse. Much, much worse. The streets flooded. The water rose above ankles, then above knees. People started running, but where? Nuh moved quickly. He called the believers. He loaded the animals 2 by 2, every kind of creature, birds, beasts, insects. Pair by pair they came and entered the ark. It was a sight no human eye had ever seen before. Then Nuh called his family. His wife did not come. She had chosen her side long ago. Then he looked for his son.
Nuh saw his son standing far off. The water was rising, rising fast. His heart, the heart of a father, cried out, "Nuh, oh my son, come aboard with us. Do not be with the disbelievers." His son looked back. The water was at his ankles now, then at his knees. The son replied with words that still break hearts today. Nuh's son,
I will take refuge on a mountain. It will protect me from the water.
Nuh looked at his boy, his child, flesh of his flesh, and he said with desperation,
There is no protector today from the command of God and God, except for those he has mercy on.
But the son turned away, and the wave came between them, and Nuh's son was among the drowned. No parent should ever have to see that. No parent should ever have to live through that moment. The water rose, higher, higher. Mountains were swallowed. Cities disappeared. Everything the people had built, their temples, their idols, their homes, their thrones, all of it sank beneath the water. The great flood had come, and on the water, one wooden ship sailed in peace. Even after everything, Nuh could not stop thinking about his son. He turned to Allah, and with a broken, aching heart, he asked,
Oh my Lord, my son is from my family, and your promise is true, bro.
And you are the most just of all judges. He did not scream, he did not demand, he just asked, softly, like a father who could not let go. And Allah replied, gently but firmly, with a truth that Nuh needed to hear. O Nuh, he is not from your family. Indeed, his is a deed that is not righteous. So do not ask me about what you have no knowledge of. I advise you not to be among the ignorant.
Those words hit Nuh like a wave. His son was not his family, not in the way of faith.
The ties of blood do not save. The ties of belief do.
And his son had cut that tie himself. Nuh trembled. He feared he had overstepped. He quickly made dua.
Oh my Lord, I seek refuge in you from asking you about what I have no knowledge of. And unless you forgive me and have mercy on me, I will be among the losers.
This is the greatness of Nuh. Even in his deepest pain, he corrected himself. He turned back to Allah. He chose truth over blood. The flood had done its work. Every wrongdoer on the face of the earth had been taken. The slate had been wiped clean. And then Allah gave the command. Allah, O earth, swallow your water. O sky, cease. And just like that, the rain stopped. The waters began to go down. Slowly the earth reappeared. Mountains emerged from the deep. And the great ark, that ship that everyone had laughed at, came to rest on a mountain. The Quran tells us it settled on Al-Judi. The doors opened.
Nuh stepped out onto the earth, wet, fresh, new earth, an earth that had been washed clean. Allah called out to him, "O Nuh, come down with peace from us and blessings upon you and upon the nations who will come from those with you. And there will be other nations, we will give them enjoyment for a time, then a painful punishment from us will reach them."
Peace, blessings, a new beginning.
Nuh fell to his knees. He wept, not from sadness, but from gratitude, from relief.
From the overwhelming love of a servant who has been carried by his Lord through the darkest of storms.
He had been through 950 years of rejection. He had lost his wife. He had lost his son. He had been beaten, mocked, laughed at by the entire world. But he had never, not for a single day, let go of Allah's hand. And Allah had never, not for a single moment, let go of his. This story is not just history. It is a mirror. It reflects our own lives back at us. How many times did we do the right thing and got laughed at it for it? How many times did we feel alone in our faith? How many times did we want to give up? Nuh stood alone against a world that hated him for almost 1,000 years, and he never gave up. Because he was not standing alone, Allah was with him, every step, every prayer, every tear. The Quran gives him the greatest title, among the 5 greatest prophets of all time, called Ulul Azm,
the prophets of the highest determination. Nuh is at the very top of that list.
He teaches us, patience is not giving up. Patience is getting up every single day and doing it again. He teaches us, your family does not save you, your faith does. He teaches us, when you feel overpowered, turn to Allah and say what Nuh said.
"O my Lord, I am overpowered. Help me."
Because Allah always answers that call. He answered it with a flood that washed the world clean. He will answer yours too.
I and our team are promoting Islamic stories, and we need your support to subscribe our channel and like the video and comment what kind of stories you want.